My wife and I are sitting here. We're both entrepreneurs. We both own consulting businesses. She has owned a company for close to 20 years in the fashion niche. I have owned a company for the past 10 years, or technically 8, in the trading niche with trading education. So one thing that I want to talk about today, and I was going to ask for Bonnie's opinion on this, is what do you do that goes above and beyond for your clients? Meaning something that you do for them that you don't have to. You're not legally obligated or required to do it. What's something that you can think of that client would like to do it? It's not technically something you offer, but you go above and beyond to do it for them, even if you kind of don't want to. You just do it for them anyway.
Pick up their dry cleaning, put it away, all of the little details of housekeeping that happen in the closet. Not in my styling job description, but I love to do it because then it's done. It's one less thing, just extra.
So it's like covering the stuff that you're required to do, like contractually in the agreement and the services you're providing them, but then also moving and expanding horizontally a little bit to the adjacent things that would make their lives easier if you did do, which you're technically not required to do.
No, but it just makes sense. It's a luxury service. I do it all.
One thing I do, like I run a paid Discord channel where I just call all my trades out live so people can copy the trades, make money, learn, things like that. And there's no one-on-one mentorship. So there's no like Q&A or like live Zoom calls that, people can meet with me and like get coached and stuff. However, even though that's not technically in the thing, right? Whenever people ask me questions in Discord, like most of the time I still usually respond. If it's something simple, my team will just respond to them and like help them with the question. If it's something simple about like a broker issue or leverage or something. But if they're asking me a question, then usually I'll respond. And sometimes I respond on like an audio message, and I'll leave them like an audio message that's like sometimes 5 to 10 minutes long.
I've heard you do that.
Yeah, and I'll get really into it. And then it's interesting because people disproportionately value the things that you don't have to do for them because it's not what you paid for, but the person did it for you anyway. And so I've always thought it was really interesting, and it really does produce a disproportionate amount of value for the client because they're happy, and not only do they get what they paid for, but they get a little bit extra, and that makes people feel good. And it's just good business. It's good for the business owner, it's good for the client, it's good for the IRS, which gets more tax money from our businesses.
It's integrity.
It's integrity. It's a win-win-win for everyone to go above and beyond. So that's why we do it.